10 rounds for the vacant Southern Area Super Bantamweight title between Ryan the Lion Walker and Gypsy Piotr Mirga. Mirga in the red corner, with white shorts with red lettering. And
I remember this being quite an entertaining fight first time around.
Wasn't bad, yeah. This is a rematch, of course. They first fought in 2019. You and I were together that night as well, Jamie.
We were indeed, sir.
Ryan Walker took that 97-94. I seem to remember Mirga's team being quite put out by the result, but
yeah, they did. They thought they'd done more. They thought they deserved, maybe, I don't know if they deserved the win or they thought they just deserved a better shout, but there was a little bit of disruption in that corner, wasn't there?
I thought it was quite conclusive for Walker, and he's looking to stamp his mark on the rematch quite quickly, isn't he, Ryan Walker? He has fought up at English level, though was stopped by Michael Rambo-Belezza.
Not a bad fighter, Michael. Sparred a lot of rounds with Michael when he was at Bristol. And I've also boxed Ryan Walker, moved Ryan Walker around on the Steve Goodwin show. Busy Ryan Walker, very busy. Can give anyone a hard night, throws a lot of shots, busy.
Yeah, he takes hard fights as well. He's not afraid to. Oh, a little slip off the front foot there from Walker. Mirga, he still doesn't look like he's quite filled out, Piotr Mirga, does he?
No, he looks like he's boxing a lot. He's a lot lighter than he should be boxing. He looks like a lightweight. He's a big lad.
Trying to let his hands go there. Oh, he's trying to put it on Ryan Walker. Has he seen something that we can't from here? A left hook lands.
Ryan Walker's down.
Celebrates as if that's being given as a count.
Ryan Walker's legs
look like a trip or a push to me.
Walker's legs look a little bit jelly there. He needs to be very careful now. I know Piotr Mirga is going to come
having a really close look here. Wow, was not expecting that. And another big right hand from Mirga lands, and he's sticking it on Walker now, who tries to tie him up. He's going to have to be very careful here.
Walker's in all kinds of trouble. All kinds of trouble. He needs to see this round out. He needs to grab hold of him, spoil where he can, and get himself back on that stool for a refresh.
And another right hand. These straight right hands are finding a home on Ryan Walker's head, and as you say, Jamie, he needs to.
Walker needs to close that distance, get on his chest, close that distance and stay safe. See the round out. Because the more he stays in range for them long levers, he'll get caught again. I'll be very surprised if he shakes that off in this round, Walker.
Well, it's a big ask.
Good left hook, Walker there.
Yeah. He's going to have to bite down and a big.
What
right
brilliant
hand crashes through as Mirga ends the round on the ropes.
Fights like this in the small hall, this is why people love boxing.
Wow, what a first round there, Jamie.
Brilliant.
10-8 to Piotr Mirga.
10-8 Piotr Mirga, brilliant first round.
Well, that first round was a 10-8 to Piotr Mirga after the knockdown suffered by Ryan Walker. I thought it looked like a slip or a trip, but he clearly was in a bit of trouble.
He was in trouble, mate. Yeah, you could tell his legs were gone, and you know what? He done well to see that out, Ryan Walker. And as I said to you on commentary, the best thing he could have done was grab hold of him, stay close, and get through the round.
And he's sticking it to him now. He ended the first round strongly, considering how in a bad way he'd looked after the knockdown, Ryan Walker, but he's come out throwing in this second round.
We have to bear in mind that him and his team know that he's now chasing with a 10-8 round. He's trailing in the fight, so he's got to stamp his authority, but he's really come out gunning this round, Ryan Walker.
Yeah, the belt is vacant, but last time they fought was for it, and Ryan Walker went home the champion that night. That first round was the best of all 11 they've shared so far for Piotr Mirga.
I agree. Brilliant first round. Did you know what? I don't even think Piotr Mirga and his team expected that, but it went down really well.
Well, it's made for this fight has opened right up. Ryan Walker has to go for it.
from Ryan Walker's part. He's lucky it was so early in the fight because he's got time, he's got rounds to get that back.
Tried to whistle a right hand through there, Walker, and it narrowly missed Mirga, who's quite tall but he's upright.
Nice backhand there by Mirga.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to have affected him very much, so you know, Walker's still bobbing his head, still coming forward.
He's very slender, Mirga, but he clearly carries a bit of power, which again, that right hand, Ryan Walker has to be very careful of that, doesn't he?
Yes,
if he walks onto one of those, it could be good night.
People forget that you might be slender, but them long levers, mate, power's at the end of that lever, and you know, you can hurt anybody on the end of that. So Ryan does have to be careful. If I was Ryan, I'd be moving his head a little bit more lateral movement, left to right, get himself off that attacking line.
He's been stopped before, as I said earlier, by Michael Rambo-Belezza. It was also another stoppage loss on his 12-4 record.
Nice right hand there by Walker. I'd just like to see Walker just start moving that head a little bit more. I just want him to dip left, dip right, take that head off the attacking line, because he's right on the end of that them straight shots for.
He's just going left, right down the middle at the moment, Mirga. There we go again. Walker trying to go downstairs.
The thing is as well, mate, it's the same as anything in life. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So if he's landing every time with them straight shots, he's not going to change. Walker needs to take his head off that attacking line.
End of the second. Well, 2 rounds down, and Jamie and I both have Piotr Mirga 3 rounds up.
I gave Mirga the last round simply for eye-catching work, really. For me, Ryan Walker's fighting the wrong fight here. He's boxing a tall lad with long-range arms. He's standing right in front of him, not moving his head. He needs to either close that distance and work him close, or give himself a little bit of range, but he needs to take that head off the attacking line. It's just target practice for Mirga at the moment.
Has only fought once in the 4 years since their first fight, Piotr Mirga. That was over a year ago. So he's not exactly been active, but he's showing any signs of sluggishness.
No, not at all, no. You wouldn't think he'd been inactive, not at all. So this is better from Walker. This is what Walker needs to be doing. In the corner
here. He's letting his hands go. Walker, Mirga trying to tie him up. Then fights his way back off the ropes, Mirga.
See, that's what we need to see now from Ryan Walker. He needs to be closing that gap, closing that distance, and getting his head away from them straight shots.
Dipped under the right hand there and came back over the top with his left, but
Walker's got to do his best to fight. If he can find a knockdown somewhere, or you know, it would really help his cause. And I know myself, when you're in a position like this in a fight, you're fighting a losing battle. It's an uphill slog. It's really, really hard work.
Have you been knocked down early on?
I got put down by Josh Kennedy in here, didn't I? Do you remember? Were you there?
When was that?
Southern area, I think it was a defence for me, my Southern area featherweight title, and he caught me with like a flash. There's a flash knockdown early, and I went down heavy. He got up straight away, and he just jumped on me, and accumulation referee stopped it. But it's hard work, mate. It's hard work chasing it.
Oh, lovely right hand, timed that well, Ryan Walker.
But got clipped for his troubles with the left hook from Mirga. Lovely jab from Walker there, right down the pipe.
This is better from Walker.
He's doing a better job now of getting his head out of the way of them straight shots, which is really important that he does that. He needs to discourage Mirga. He needs him to lose his temper with not landing.
Well,
good defence. Good defence from Walker there. That's much better from Walker. Head movement, hands high, catching shots on the gloves.
Yeah, missed with 5 or 6 in a row there, Mirga, and now Walker lands some of his own.
I give this round to Walker. This will be the first round he gets from me. Good round.
Well, in the first fight, Piotr Mirga didn't let his hands go enough. He's certainly making up for that in this rematch.
He has done in the first 2 rounds. I would say last round, I gave last round to Walker. Mirga looked a little bit tainted, shall we say.
He made him miss a lot more, and his defence, his head movement coming in was a lot better, Ryan Walker, I thought.
Yeah, and his hands were tighter as well. He did catch a few on the gloves, I noticed, which is a much better for Ryan Walker. If he could get the return off them catches, even better again.
Certainly better than taking him on the chin.
Absolutely. He's freakishly big, Piotr Mirga, isn't he, for a super phantom?
Wild right hand from Walker there. It's more hopeful than anything.
Better movement from Walker there, slipping underneath that jab.
That's what he needs to do. Dip his way in. Try and let his hands go.
I see Walker's looking now, off that jab, he's looking to slip in with the screw shot up underneath. Interesting tactic. Tried it again there.
Oh, lovely. Left hook from Walker.
One thing I will say, for Walker being so far behind in this fight, I'm shocked that I don't see more from him. He should be a bit busier. You know, you are chasing a fight, essentially. His corner should be reading him the right act and telling him to push.
Just a bit cautious, perhaps, after that knockdown.
Yeah, maybe so. Good work
He's
there.
aware that Mirga can hurt him. Wild swing and a miss takes him out of his shape, Walker. His feet crossed for a second there. 1 minute to go. This 4th round.
Piotr Mirga there started opening up a little bit, letting shots go. It's the first he's done for the last 2 rounds. He's been very quiet last couple of rounds.
Good left hook from Walker coming forward. Mirga finds a response with 2 left-rights. It's not enough for me yet to give Mirga this round. I think this is another one for Ryan Walker in my book.
Ryan Walker utilising his footwork as well this round.
Countering those jabs nicely as well from Mirga.
Much better on them feet this round, Ryan Walker, taking himself out of danger, getting away from them straight shots that were catching him so much early rounds.
Last few seconds of this 4th round. I've got it for Walker, meaning there's a round in it for me. How about you, Jamie?
Yeah, I give that round to Walker. Last 2 to Walker.
Jamie and I have identical scorecards for this at the moment.
I've got 1 round in it.
1 round in it, and that's thanks to the knockdown in the first, suffered by Ryan Walker.
A good round for Walker here gives it even on my card. If Walker can take this, we're even.
Ditto. Goes by the Lion. Piotr Mirga by the Gypsy, or by Gypsy. The Lion and the Gypsy. It sounds like an episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it does, yeah. I've never seen a lion fight a gypsy.
Well, the internet has some wonderful things, Jamie. I'm sure you can find it.
Yeah,
Just a bit more upright in this round. Well, just as I say, he dips down Walker than he was. This is what he was doing well in the 3rd and 4th. Just moving his way in, getting under that jab, which for the first 2, Mirga was just pumping that jab with a right hand behind it, straight down the middle, and it was causing a lot of trouble for Walker, but he's sort of taken that away from his opponent, hasn't he?
Yeah, he seems to have got his head around it now. Mirga's having a good go though this round. Yeah, Walker seems to slow his attack down a little bit now this round. Mirga seems to still be having a go there. Lovely
nice
right hand. Lovely right hand.
Mirga's head back on the ropes, but he comes firing back with some of his own. Determined not to let the tide turn.
Walker's still moving that head well, still getting out the way of them long shots. He's really got to grips with that now after them first 2 rounds. He had a bit of a shocker them first 2. But
came right off his feet there.
But he's got his head round it now. He's getting his head off that line. He's making Mirga miss where he can. I'd just like him to up the pace a little bit to steal this round. If he can steal this round, he's well back in the fight.
Nice uppercut down the middle from Piotr Mirga. Walker ducking down as he comes in. He's got to be aware of sneaky uppercut.
Walker wants to be a little bit careful there when he's diving in with that left hook and his chin's coming right up in the air. He just wants to be a little bit cautious of that. Mirga's got them levers. He could get caught on the way in.
Stiffened his legs up there, Walker. A jab from Mirga, who goes for him at the end of this. And this could be what takes the round in Mirga's favour for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, and Walker staggers a bit there. Well, that
for me is a Piotr Mirga round, yeah. So he's 2 rounds clear for me.
This fight swinging back towards Piotr Mirga at the end of that 5th round. 5 more to go.
Piotr Mirga stole that round for me with that last flurry at the end there.
Did well at the end.
It was pretty much, it was an anyone takes it round until that, and it was that flurry at the end that stole it for me. So I've got Ryan Walker trailing by 2 rounds. Still, it's doable.
There's a lot more to come. Still 5 rounds to go in this Southern Area Super Bantamweight title fight.
Mirga's really got the bit between his teeth now. He looks like he's really forcing the pace.
Yeah, just when you thought Ryan Walker had solved the problems that Mirga was putting to him.
I thought maybe the tide had turned a little bit, but then last round, Mirga's took over again.
Starting to...
Walker needs to throw more shots. There's no point rolling around the body. He needs to let his work go. He's trailing.
Stiff right hand from Walker, but then he took a left hook for his troubles. And again to the ball. That was a good body shot. Walker winced there, and another one rips in under the guard of Walker. It's taken them well, but
good right hand from Walker. Lovely right hand from Walker. But this should be Walker's game here. He's a smaller man, so this is where he should excel. But Mirga's having the better share of it.
Really digging in here, isn't he?
He's having the better share of it.
They're putting a lot more into their punches this round.
Nice uppercut inside there from Mirga. He's tried it twice.
He fancies.
Lovely body shot.
Mirga's a stoppage here, Mirga.
Yeah, I think he does. I think Mirga's pushing for that stoppage now. He's really, really concentrating on the Ryan Walker body. He's whipping him in. Lovely chopping right hand.
Ryan Walker tries to fire back off the ropes. Referee just warning them to keep them up. Keep those shots above the belt. You're right, Jamie. He's digging those shots in, isn't he, Mirga? You can practically see his toes digging into the canvas, trying to get some power behind them. Repeated success to Ryan Walker's body. Well, this is a conclusive Piotr Mirga round for me.
Yeah, massive.
Ryan Walker really has a lot of work to do in the remaining 4 rounds after this one, because he is some distance behind now.
He's a short man, he should be getting close, get ahead off the attacking line, work that body, don't stand right in front of the main shot.
Well, Ryan Walker on both mine and Jamie Speight's cards is now 3 rounds down to Piotr Mirga, a taller man.
At the end of the last round, I had it 5 rounds to 2 to Piotr Mirga, with only 6 rounds boxed with the droppage in the first round. So for me, Ryan Walker needs to get on that front foot, and he needs to really, really work that body, stay close to the man, and get some work done. Would be a consecutive defeat as well for Walker, who did lose 94-98 to Jordan Perkis in September last year. That was for a stopping area, wasn't it?
It was, yes. Perkis, now English champion, of course, just recently beat Ramez Mahmoud. Good uppercut, got through the guard, and the one right over the top from Walker there.
That right hand seemed to stumble Piotr a little bit there.
He's playing possum a little bit. He's just struggling to find his shape again, Mirga here. It's a little bit.
Walker needs to look for that right hand over the top again, because that really seemed to shake him down to his boots there, Mirga. He needs to find that again if he can.
That was crude wailing away from Mirga, but the crowd chanting his name, it really is lively in here.
Lovely left hook there from Walker.
Yeah, he sort of jumps into it as he comes forward, but it's working.
But at the stage of the fight now, you can clearly see that Mirga's tired, so he'll get away with that lunging left hook. He will get away with it.
Well, he needs
to make it count.
He definitely needs to roll the dice, doesn't he? Because this is...
He needs to push a bit more now, Walker. I need to see more from him. If he loses this round, it's a real uphill struggle. He's looking at a stoppage for a win.
Really let his hands go there, Mirga, but that seemed to be all, just as I say, that seemed to be all he had in him. Walker got through with one to the body there. Both men body hunting.
Both men seem to have the same idea here, both attacking the body of each other. Mirga still seems to have more in the tank. Walker's still very laboured, very, very laboured. Which, as I said earlier, as a former opponent of Walker, I didn't expect that. He's normally an energiser bunny. He's normally busy. Last 10 seconds.
Mirga just putting a bit of distance between him and Walker to see out that round. That was a closer round.
Was a closer round, but you know, for me, maybe Mirga won it without eye-catching flurry.
Three more rounds to go.
Into round 8, I noticed just then that Walker was very slow getting off his stool, almost like he's a bit downhearted or he's a little bit tired, I'm not sure, but the body language suggests that he wasn't that keen.
Both letting their hands go here at the start of the 8.
Both lads really having a go here.
Yeah.
This is what we want to see. This is why people love small hall boxing. Lovely right uppercut landed by Mirga just then. Walker dipped his head right into it.
Looked at throwing that jab, looked like it was a bit of hard work then for Mirga. Walker just ties him up as he comes in.
Mirga trying to push the pace here, really getting himself onto the front foot.
Yeah, he's looked so much better than he did in their last fight, Piotr Mirga.
Yeah, much better. Like a different fighter. More ambition, more will, more drive.
Signed with Goodwin now, Piotr Mirga.
Signed with the best, my mate Steve. Now, This is where he needs
chopping
to
away
work.
to the body here, Walker. Yeah, he needs. This is
Walker needs to keep him there. He needs to work.
should be his bread and butter.
Now Walker, you shouldn't be letting the man out of that position, especially when you're trailing in the fight. Keep him in that corner, work him over. Nice try with the uppercut there by Mirga. Better work from Walker.
Both men letting their hands go, really making a spectacle of this for the vociferous York Hall crowd.
Yeah, this fight's really lifted the noise in here, hasn't it?
Good right hand from Ryan Walker there. He just fights his way off the ropes, back into the centre of the ring. Drops it downstairs, Mirga. He's using his range well, Mirga, as well as the the levers inside, as you said, Jamie.
What's the interesting thing about Mirga is not only is he using his range well, but he's actually winning in the short game.
Yeah.
Now, for a taller fighter to win in the short game, that's good. That's good work. Mirga's really done well. Look at that body work. Brilliant.
Oh, lovely right hand from Walker there.
Yeah, brilliant right hand from Walker there. This fight's flipping on its head every 10 minutes.
Do you feel like in the 9th or 10th we could see a tired fighter get stopped, or?
I think we're in for a mad last couple of rounds, to be honest.
This is a good round for Walker. He's fought his way back into it a little bit, but he's still down on the cards.
You know what? I don't know how to score that.
Penultimate round. Piotr Mirga, a healthy points lead on our cards here at York Hall. Jamie Speight and myself.
For me, Adam, I feel that he needs a stoppage.
Ryan Walker, yeah, he's really got to roll the dice. He's got to throw everything he has at Piotr Mirga and just hope some of it sticks. And it's not to say he is down on the cards, Ryan Walker, but that is by no means has he been, completely outmatched here.
No, that scorecard doesn't give a reflection of the fight. It's been a really good fight, 50-50. Both fighters have had their share. Walker's had his share of good work, good spells.
Yeah, they've been close rounds, but for us, at least, Mirga rounds mostly.
Yeah, for me, Ryan Walker played the wrong game early in the fight. He stood right in the middle of the line, like on the attacking line, at range, getting it. And that could be his comeuppance here. For me, he needs two stoppages or a stoppage to win this fight. Walker looking a little bit lively in this round, but doesn't seem to be doing a lot with it. He needs to be use his energy to go forwards, not sideways or backwards. Go forwards and let your hands go, mate.
We're halfway through this 9th round. Good head movement from Ryan Walker there. Needs to make Piotr Mirga miss, and that was a good right hand, and then he gets out of range. But he needs to capitalise on that, Jamie.
Yes, 100%, yeah.
At this point in the fight, landing one good shot, then getting out of range is not going to take that Southern Area belt home for Ryan Walker.
No. When you land a shot, you land again, you go again, you go again. You need to capitalise on everything, especially at this stage in the fight and being behind on the cards. You've got to give it all. Lovely head movement from Walker, but nothing coming off it. He needs to be rolling, avoiding these shots, give something back. Give something back, make him miss, make him pay. Don't just make him miss.
Again, letting his hands go to the body there, Piotr Mirga.
And this is what I was saying earlier, Ad, about he shouldn't be winning that inside fight. He's the taller man with the longer arms. They shouldn't be able to fight inside as well as these small guys. And he's winning the inside work.
Oh, missed wildly there. Walker, and Mirga's trying to make him pay.
That's better from Walker, but he needs to up the gear a little bit. And again,
got through with an uppercut, took a little step to his left then, and created another opening for him. Walker could do with doing that more, and that screw left hook you're talking about. Sorry, left uppercut.
Screw shot. He's worked that left screw shot's worked well, but he needs to throw more. There's no point throwing that one shot. Throw the right hook over the top, left hook finish. A good round for it. I'll say Walker might have that. Final round here of this Southern Area Super Bantamweight title between Ryan Walker and Piotr Mirga. It's been an absolute barnstormer.
It's been a very good fight.
And mine and Adam's scores do not reflect the fight. The fight's been fantastic. Everyone's had their part to play.
We've both got Mirga with a fairly healthy lead going into this last round, but Ryan Walker, as you can see here, has not rolled over by any stretch of the imagination. He's not stopped trying. It's just that Mirga's had a very good day at the office.
Two completely opposite ends of the scale here. We've got Piotr Mirga, who just needs to stay safe and move, and he can win this title. Ryan Walker needs to go out and empty his tank, and he is trying his hardest to do so. Mirga's got him on the road.
That nearly came back to bite him in the bum there. Walker walked right past Mirga, got spun on the ropes. Mirga looked to let his hands go.
Good body shot there from Walker.
Dropped it down nicely there.
But he needs to give himself some space and work. That's it, Ryan, work.
Let his hands go, and then Mirga does exactly what you've been saying all fight. Flurry moves off him.
This is a brilliant last round, this. You know, toe-to-toe action. This is what your call's all about.
Oh, lovely.
Good
spun his man there, Piotr Mirga, and then looked for that right hand down the middle again. Same one that early in the fight caused Ryan Walker so many problems. You really see him put his shoulders into it, don't you, when he's throwing his shots, Mirga?
Yeah.
He's putting a lot into the... Doesn't have a stoppage to his name, but...
Brilliant last round this so far. Both lads giving it their all.
Tit for tat. Mirga just lines Walker up off the ropes there for a right hand. Goes to the body. We've got a minute left of this.
Last minute of the fight.
One suspects the Polish man fighting out of Southend is going to be going home champion as it stands. Unless Ryan Walker can find something special, which he is desperately trying to do.
Hats off to Ryan Walker. He hasn't stopped coming
right
this round. He's worked his ass off this round. Excuse my French. He's really pushed hard this round. And this is what these area titles do.
Absolutely vibrating as Ryan Walker sticks everything he has on Piotr Mirga, who is not fading at all.
This just goes to show what the Southern Area title means to these lads on this Southern Area, on this like lower level. Titles are brilliant. They pull out some fantastic dust-ups. What a last round.
Southern Area title is known for bringing out some special fights. This has been an excellent fight. 10 seconds to go.
Last 10.
Mirga with Walker on the ropes, just letting his hands go. Who's going to land the final punch? Mirga does with a jab. Mirga celebrates.
Wins that for me.
Walker lifts his hands up as well, but less convincingly so.
Yes, yeah, Walker knows. Mirga's won that, and he boxed a brilliant fight.
I give Walker that last round though.
Yeah, I think Walker done very well that round. You know, Piotr Mirga had his own success in that last round. It wasn't all one-way traffic, but yeah, I gave Walker
very hard rounds to score, some of these.
Yeah, some of them are very hard. That last one was a very hard round to score. But what a brilliant fight.
Yeah, I gave one drawn round, so there's going to be a point difference between me and you. Walker's going to be a point to the good on my card than yours, but on both cards,
I won't fall out of you about
this
it,
fight.
What are our score totals?
7 rounds to 4.
What, is that mine?
(97-93) to Piotr Mirga.
Yeah.
Piotr Mirga is the new Southern Area Super Bantamweight champion. Ryan Walker,
I agree with that. I agree.
his second loss in a row, drops to 12 wins, 5 losses. Piotr Mirga is now 7 wins, 1 loss. Great fight, that really good
one thing I will
entertainment.
say, hats off to both lads. That was a fantastic fight. All the paying punters will be very happy with that. That was a fantastic fight. I agree with the score as well. It was, yeah,